Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. We starting today off with the Afro beats, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
Baby, when I pull up with you, only mind you.
There you go. I might let it roll out because I'm talking over it. Yo, I'm letting. I low-key want to let that shit roll, but we could bounce it low. Okay, we talking over it, so we not gonna get copyrighted off.
Yeah, as long as we keep going, they won't really hear it. So.
Ew. But I'm gonna lock it off right now.
All good things must come to.
You know the vibes. You know. I'm trying not to curse. My auntie, shout out auntie watching. She said, "Tone down upon the curse and little bit." But
she has a point.
I'm sorry, auntie, but this is how I express myself. Yes. So, with that being said, last week was technical difficulties, but welcome to the Built for Cuban Links podcast. Your illustrious host with the S, because there's two of us here.
A little duo.
Yaya and my nigga
Freezy. Again and again and again and again and again.
He loved that again.
I don't know. I like it. It rolls off the tongue pretty well. So.
También. Ya tú sabes.
Mm-hmm. ¿Qué lo que?
Manica. Yo, so last week we took a break. We took a little vacation pod break. How you feeling? You feeling all right?
Feeling good, man. It gave it some time to let the topics kind of simmer for a little bit. The last 2 weeks been a little crazy out here for us, so.
Listen to me.
You know?
The break was well needed. We needed a break, you feel me? And we got the break, and within the break, we got mad content for the people supporting and the fans.
Shouts out to YouTubes. Shouts out to Instagram. Shouts out to TikTok.
Okay.
And shout out Elon Musk on Twitter, man. I'm about to join you on there.
Blah, 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 blah. Watch me switch. Blah, 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 blah. I'm dead. Yo. But a lot of music dropped. A lot of trending topics happened. We're going to get into it. You feel me? We're going to get into it. But you want me to start this shit off? It's going to be a long episode. We might go over the 46-minute mark, maybe. There's a lot of shit to talk about.
But I mean, with all the juice that happened over those last 2 weeks, you got to really get into it, bro.
And we not looking at the time either, nigga. You feel me? So we out to get into this. So without further ado, last week, Griselda Records, Armani Caesar drops her album. Did you listen?
Armani Caesar. I did not get a chance to listen to it, but that's because I was already ready for the next week. I was already ready for West, but I'll let you get into a little Armani for him.
Que lástima. What a shame. This nigga didn't fucking listen to that shit. That shit was straight gas. Or what was it? They call that sophomore. Sophomore album on Griselda. You feel me? And it was nothing but hits. Hits. Everybody was on it, like always. She's talking her shit. Kodak was the main single.
I heard that one, though.
Kodak was the main single, and we got Kodak on a Griselda boom bap 90s beat, authentic.
He did his thing too.
And Kodak dropped yesterday, but we're gonna get into that later. West Side Gun drops Hitler Wears Hermes 10 this week as well.
10 deep is nuts, bro. That's really crazy. It just is a marker of his success, bro, and how far he's come in this game. Really.
Nigga, but to me, he's been doing this. He's a seasoned veteran. Seasoned. Shout out to Griselda. GXFR.
Really, they're the most consistent group since, I don't know who. I haven't seen a group like this. I mean, you could argue with Migos, but with Migos, how many albums they drop? And how many solo albums they drop? You know what I'm saying?
Not as much as Griselda.
Don't match up.
As much as Griselda. Mm-mm. These niggas have been killing shit since 2018 and before that, but 2018 is when they got popping, you feel me? You you put me on the Griselda. I was like, this nigga, we was on our way to school and this nigga was playing some crazy shit. And I was just like, who is these niggas? Where they from?
Buffalo.
This nigga said Buffalo. And I'm not going to lie.
Hating.
I
Very
said,
much a hater.
I said to this nigga while we was on the way to school that day, I was like, yo, which bad man come from Buffalo? Translation. Which hard niggas come from Buffalo?
But then you got to remember, there's a hood in every town in America, bro.
And that's true. And that's something that I learned.
Different levels to it, obviously, but everybody goes through their things. And these motherfuckers was putting work in on and off the mic in Buffalo, you know? So
True. And it's very...
You gotta respect it.
It's nothing but authenticity. These niggas actually did the shit that they was rapping about. Allegedly, for the government bitch-ass niggas.
That third Tana Talk that you like. That was the big one for you. I showed you that, and you started shaking your head to that one.
From that time on, but it wasn't Tana Talk 3, because Tana Talk 3 is new. It was
4 was the newest one.
Oh, okay, but yeah. So from that time, I just did a deep dive into Griselda. Each one of them, Benny, Conway, The Machine, and Westside Gun. I did a deep dive, and I know pretty much all their music now. I have a dedicated Griselda playlist. Feel me? Mm-hmm. So you put me onto them niggas, and I love them niggas. You feel me? They carrying on.
They do their thing, bro. They do their thing, and they carry a type of rap music that isn't so prevalent anymore. But they do it so well.
And they never change the flow. A lot of New York niggas try to switch and change the flow to the Southern style.
Mm-mm. Like what Diddy was
Chicago style.
Atlanta style. Big on the Atlanta style.
These niggas never change. It's on record. Sonically, they never change. They didn't try the easy route and try and get hit records and shit. You feel me?
That's what keeps them so authentic. They were doing a sound that's really the true New York sound, but they're the only popping one doing it, and they're all the way from Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? So it just shows some of the younger artists these days. You know, if you stay true to your craft and really put the work in for stuff that you care about, music that you care about, it's gonna get you success.
But let's talk features. He brought out a lot of features for this album. But the thing is, everybody, they've been rhyming together. They've been on albums together. Busta has been on countless Griselda projects, Conway's project, everybody's projects. You feel me?
The Doughboy one, that was kind of interesting to me with DJ Drama on there.
I wasn't expecting that.
Doughboy is like, I mean, I feel like they come from cut from the similar cloth, but they make different types of music, you know. But I think Doughboy really did his thing on there, man. He really did his thing.
Black Stars on the album, Talib Kweli. Shout out to the podcast. I love that podcast. I found it recently. I love that. And
talking about Built for Cuban Links.
Yasin Bey, also known as Mos Def. You feel me? He had Ray and Ghost on it, RZA production.
That's crazy.
You said DJ Drama.
Crazy. Oh, A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky too.
About A$AP Rocky. That was crazy.
He was coming. He was actually first in my notes. He was first. You feel me? But A$AP Rocky was killing shit. He was in his bag, rapping, flowing.
I mean, he's really been proving it that he still got it. I think, you know, because I won't lie. I've been a big A$AP Rocky doubter. Not dropping too many albums. The last Testing album, I mean, I liked it. There were some cool songs on there, but it's like it didn't feel as a great Rocky album should feel, if that makes sense, you know?
Because he said that he was experimenting.
Exactly, testing, you know?
Let me see the light.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck my... Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh, you got your matches?
Yeah. Old time style, you feel me? Matches, not no gas business. But you know what I want to say too? All Griselda projects, especially Westside Guns, they flow so nice, and I have no choice but to add all of them shits to my playlist because it's so nice.
It's consistent. And
so
talk about
nice.
Lyricism too with all of them. All of them are fucking great with the pen.
That nigga's just nice, my guy. Westside Gun is nice. He knows how to make a song.
What does he do, Griselda? He's the their executive?
CEO, my boy.
You see that shit? It shows he's really got that creative mind and he knows how to put them all together.
And he says that he doesn't even want to rap no more. He says that he don't gotta rap.
And I think he drops more than
a lot of niggas.
I think even more than Benny and Conway, you could argue.
I don't think so. Because when I went back and re-listened to a whole bunch of shit, Fly God, Hitler Wears Hermes 1, all of them shits, they're all featured on his project, and they all have projects within that time frame too.
That's true. They do like to drop in and around each other to keep that flow going. But I don't know. I feel like maybe out of projects that have stood out to me, he's had the ones that have really kind of resonated.
Because I think that him is no knock against Conway and Benny.
No, because they're great. I mean, the last albums were
to me, my favorite is Conway, but you can't lie. This nigga West Side Gun he knows how to make a song.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you see him also featured so heavily on other people's shit too. I mean, even Joey has him on a song. Mm-hmm. I think maybe Rocky. No, who was the other big feature that he had recently? Oh, man, I'm getting caught out right here.
He's been everywhere, bro. That's what I'm saying.
He's on everybody's album,
and I've listened to all of the features
just because
too,
he can mesh so well with them. He really comes into on his own.
Yeah, because he's nice. He's just nice, bro. He's nice. He's been killing shit from way back in the days. He dropped Side B a couple months ago, and before that, he dropped the album with Tyler on it, Wale, fucking Rick Rose.
He really knows. He really knows how to put together an album really well.
Yes,
and every time it feels like it's a movie.
Yeah,
it feels like it's a movie.
That's what I'm saying. I have no choice but to add that shit to my playlist. I have a dedicated Griselda playlist.
No skips. No skips. These guys have no skips on there usually.
You know what I'm saying? First, the rollout was Rome, Armani, and then West. And shouts out to Stove God, because he's been on projects from a long time, you feel me? And he's been killing shit lyrically. That nigga can hang with everybody.
He definitely cooks.
He was on the song with Rocky, I believe. He was on the song with Rocky.
He was?
Yeah. You feel me? But shouts out to Griselda. We love Griselda. I'm an R&B nigga, but I love Griselda. And Westside Gunn makes R&B type tracks too.
I mean, you can see, I feel like he's posted a bunch of songs that he like listens to sometimes on his like Instagram stories and stuff like that, and you can really see the influence come over in his music. He might not be the guy with, let's say, like a Brent Faiyaz's voice, you know, but if you're talking about making a true R&B song, he knows how to bring those types of artists onto his project.
His voice is very unique though. You feel me?
He works it like an instrument even in his ad-libs, you know? His double layers and shit like that. That's kind of R&B-esque if you think about it, the whole layering process of his music.
He's just sonically fire. You feel me?
Definitely. Shout out Westside Gunn.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
But we have a whole bunch of topics to clear. We moving on. This is gonna be an action-packed film for you guys. Film. So, Yak was gonna drop the same day as Aubrey, but Aubrey ducking smoke, allegedly.
Oh, we could get into that, but let's give Yak some props real quick.
Allegedly. I didn't hear the new album from Kodak, but dropping the same day as many people dropped on that same day, the universe aligned everybody together to drop that same day.
And he's not shying away from it.
But I didn't get to hear, there was a lot of music. I didn't get to hear Kodak's shit. I listened to the first three tracks. It was all right, but I didn't get to listen to it fully. So, but I love Kodak is pushing on. He just signed a deal with Atlantic, I think. You feel me?
He knows how to get to that bag, man.
He's moving. You feel me?
Ever since he's been out, he's really stayed consistent. I mean, you see with the Super Gremlins, everybody wanted him to get some awards. BET ain't even look out for Kodak. Grammys ain't look out for Kodak. But best believe, the fans will. I mean, you saw how long that song stayed on the top of charts.
And he said that he won a Grammy. He said, I want a Grammy. I want a Grammy. That shit probably sounds so
Some
fire.
of the highlights for me, I like Kodak the Boss, Freezing My Pinky.
Oh, you listen to the project?
I listened to some of the songs.
Okay.
I got them liked over here. And 300 Blackout. Those are some tough songs from Kodak, man.
I gotta listen, because are those the first three tracks or not?
They're kind of spread out all through. I just had it on shuffle. That's how I felt. I don't give him usually the play all the way through. He usually does a good job of having it to where you could just throw that shit on shuffle and you'll experience every song I see.
Okay.
This one felt kind of like mixtape vibes, if that makes sense to you. You know, it kind of like, I mean, you know, nowadays everything is an album with the streaming stuff, but it really feels like he kind of got into that Kodak mixtape bag. So That's definitely worth a listen.
Nah, I'm gonna definitely peep it when we done podding. You feel me? But he's being active. That's all we want. We want active.
And that's what we want
as a
from him.
fan. We want active.
And him to stay out of trouble. Because we hate it when he gets locked up, bro.
Nah, most definitely.
Biden ain't gonna pardon him.
That's a fact. Shout out to the man that pardoned him. You feel me? We wouldn't have got all these tracks that everybody listening to.
Man, can you imagine life with no super gremlins?
We needed that.
Oh my god.
You feel me?
Oh my god.
But moving on. It's talking about Brent Fires. Brent Fires fucking dropped the EP. It was some mid. I'm not gonna lie. None of those songs made it on the R&B playlist. I'm sorry. Maybe I have to listen to it again, but it sounded like some mid. He dropped it under Sonder though, not under Brent Fires.
But that's, I mean, when you associate Sonder, I really associate Sonder directly with Brent. You don't know anybody else who's on Sonder. Who's on Sonder? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
No offense, but like, that's really a big Brent brand type shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. I think
Even that last album, I feel like some people were a little, I mean, there's a couple good songs, but some people were disappointed with it.
I was disappointed at first. I did not like any of those songs when I first heard them. I had to go back and listen to them, and I was like, all right. I took 3 and added it to the playlist. It was Loose Change, Jackie Brown, and another one I forgot. I would have to look that shit up, but at first I didn't like it, and I was like, bro, to me, it sounded like the beats were trash to me. I didn't really like the beats. I was like, bro, this thing could flow on some crazy shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I feel like those were throwaways off of the album. He just put it into an EP.
It does feel that way, yeah. But if they were throwaways off of an album that wasn't so good, it's like, I'll even give that to us. Bro.
But let's give him the credit.
Back to the drawing board. But he's dropping.
Let's give him the credit. He is producing and writing all his music. And he's independent.
And he's fully independent too on his own label.
I appreciate it. It just, as a fan, I ain't really fuck with it like that. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, Brent.
You know what it is? I mean, Bryson drops recently.
Outside record
was pretty nice. The Outside record was fire. And I mean, the women been beating the men's ass when it comes to R&B. We got to keep it a buck.
Yeah.
So we really look to Brent and Bryson. You are the upper echelon. You are the ones who sell the most. You guys got to really come with it. And you haven't come as hard as the girlies, man. I have not come as hard as the girls.
I would say that. The girls are running everything right now. The anthems. The girls are running the shit. I'll keep it a buck with you. But
and it's not even close. It's not even close.
Not right. Yeah, right now it's not close. You feel me? But let's move. We going down the list. We gonna talk for hours today. It seemed like we might get a JVP long episode. You feel me?
I tell you, it might be one of those classics, man.
You feel me? So moving on. Smino album drops. I like it.
I didn't give it a listen.
You should. I like it. Some tracks got added to the playlist. Doechii is a feature on it. You feel me?
Shut up, bro. Doechii makes her way onto every single pod.
The industry ties.
She really does.
TDE knows a lot of people.
Man, she really got it like that.
And
I'll give it to her because she's talented.
Yeah.
And I like what I've seen from her. So, shout out Doechii.
Go back to the first episode to see what I said about her. And I'm right about a lot of things. I'm a visionary. I'm gifted. Fuck is you talking about? But she's on it. Lil Uzi's on it. Lil Uzi Vert. And he bodied his shit.
I think Cole was on there too, right?
Yeah. Cole was on there, and that track is nice. It's called 90 Proof. It's nice.
Gotta give it. I really did not. You know what it was? I got the whole excitement for the her loss. And I was like, you know what? When that shit's not coming, man, fuck everything. I just listen to Rihanna.
That was me too.
And fucking SZA. That's it.
That's what that was the thing, right? But Trippy dropped. Trippy with a feature from Don Toliver. That was nice. Ain't Safe. That was all right.
I didn't even hear about that. That might be a TikTok one. You know how they always do.
Good.
Their songs don't always usually do so well. I've seen like right off jump. But then you give it a couple weeks and then somehow it fucking finds its way in your head through a TikTok or Instagram Reels or whatever.
Sometimes it needs time to heat up.
Yeah, man. That's true.
Oven bake, not microwave. Toaster.
Letting it sit. And with two big artists like Trippy and Don Toliver, right, it's bound to be a hit eventually.
That's a big record, to be honest. Babyface, his R&B album with a whole bunch of people like LMI, Doechii's on there again. Money Long, shout out Money Long, I fuck with you. And who else is? There's a lot of people on there, but shout out, it sounds solid. And a lot of the tracks were added to my R&B playlist. I really like the Girls Night Out record with Doechii.
He got Lala on the intro.
Yeah, and the LMI one I like. Falling.
She's nice. I haven't heard it. I didn't listen to the Babyface record.
There's a lot of music came out, bro. I was in the bunker listening to this shit, bro.
Bro, and even if you look at this track, I'm looking at it right now. Who are the men on here? 7th Streeter, Baby Tate. There might even be a female. No male R&B singers on this album.
Don't need
nobody,
it. Nobody
can make the cut too.
Nigga, it's called Girls Night Out for a reason. It's all girls. It's all girls.
Man, this motherfucker Babyface, he's slick with it.
That nigga's nice.
He's slick with it.
And he had a verse on every song, bro.
I still remember his verses. That shit was sick.
Feel me? So that dropped. I love that for my R&B heart. I love that. Moving on. Bobby Shmurda and Lou Got Cash collab album.
This was when you told me about this in getting ready for this. I had not heard about that at all. It just goes to show that marketing is not so much anymore when you're not on a label.
Yes, true. Because I had to find out through Instagram that Bobby was fucking independent. This nigga has it in his bio.
Yeah, fully independent.
I had no idea.
I don't know how he got out the deal, but
me neither. I think they just dropped him. I feel like they just dropped him, bro. He wasn't, and the songs that he gave them were trash, and everybody was flaming him like, "Yo," but it could have been calculated. He could have been like, "Yo, I'm gonna give him all the trash shit, all the hoochie daddy shit. I give him all that shit, and I'm gonna say."
You didn't like hoochie daddy?
No, not really. No, I ain't really fuck with it like that. Let me take a sip real quick.
Yeah, that didn't find its way on any of my playlists. I'm gonna just keep it like that.
But the collab album, I didn't listen to it, but I've heard the what's it called, the Red Light freestyle from Lou Got Cash and Bobby. And to me, Bobby is rhyming and spitting like he has hunger in his chest again.
I mean, you working for yourself, you got to get it up for yourself, you know? So that might be how he's feeling right now.
He's hungry. To me, he's hungry, and he's about to drop a hit record. Guaranteed. Since
all it takes is one, too. All it takes is one.
Nigga, he sounds hungry. Listen to that Red Light freestyle while you're watching the pod, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Listen to his verse. He sound hungry. So that collab album, even though I didn't get to peep it, I know it's going to be good. There's going to be some standalone tracks that was nice. You feel me?
Yeah. And I mean, with Lou Got Cash, he knows how to keep a hit on him, too.
True, and I fuck with him from way back in the day.
Spend 10 bands to save 8, yeah. Come on, man.
This nigga butchered the lyrics, but it's okay.
Oh, it was in reverse. I saw recently the Baby freestyle. You see that on Flex?
He sounded like, to me, I looked at that and I was kind of, he sounded like he's struggling on that beat a little bit.
He looks like he's fighting for his life right now. Like he's got his back against the wall. That label don't want nothing to do with him.
Bro, he had to change his flow during the Hot 90, no, not Hot 97, the Funk Flex freestyle. That was hard what he did, but it didn't sound that good. You feel me? Because he was off beat, but he was rapping fast enough to keep up with the beat, but he had to switch it.
It wasn't a freestyle. Like he had that shit pre-prepared for him to go in and say what was on his fucking mind, you know?
All of them do that.
That's how it goes now, but I feel like specifically if you break down what he's talking about, I think he's not getting no support from that label. And he's trying to figure out a way out that deal. He's talking about when he was a pop star, they was treating me like this, and now they don't want me no more. I mean, you see he went against Meg to side with Tory, which is another topic that we can get into. But, you know,
later down the line, we gonna get into
someone
that.
who was so popular and had so many #1 singles, for him to fall so low and now want to be off the label. I mean, he's not even falling that low, but, you know, he probably wants to sell more than he's selling. He probably feels like the label ain't putting that money behind him because who knows who's getting more attention over there. You know? He's just not as hot as he was right in the beginning of the pandemic.
Who is he signed to?
We could double check that right now.
But, yeah. I had to listen back to what he's actually saying. Interscope?
And who else is at Interscope?
A lot of people are at
Kendrick right now.
Really? Shit, it's fucking brick down here. I'm getting the shivers.
Billie Eilish, Olivia Rodrigo, Juice WRLD, Cardi. You got all these people next to you. The label might not be answering those calls so much, especially when he's been one to get himself into some controversy. So,
and that kind of like I talked about in episode 2, I believe, or it might have been episode 1, where I was saying the baby needs to win. It was episode 1. The baby needs to win the fans back. He's rising again, but he needs to win the heart of the fans.
Yeah.
The fans just don't fuck with him.
And that's what he's dealing with right now, too.
That's true.
But, shouts out to baby.
Yeah, he's gonna try. He's trying. You feel
As
me?
long as he keeps dropping and staying consistent with it, much like Bobby, again, all it takes is one. You strike gold again, you get lightning in a bottle, and you run with it. And then get the fuck out the deal once you got the leverage, you know?
But maybe that's not his motive. Not everybody was just trying to be independent. You feel me? But
That's true.
that's whatever. Yeah. So maybe not everybody's trying to be independent. Everybody, Drake didn't want to be independent. He don't need to. Some people it's in their favor. Some people just want to make their own bread. You feel me? Some niggas want to be a boss.
Someone who definitely isn't independent is your girl.
Who?
Spice.
She's not independent.
She's not. Definitely not.
But let's get into that topic since you say that.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get into.
Ice Spice drops Bikini Bottom. First single since being signed, I believe. You laughing? I said that shit with a straight face.
It's a great song.
I don't fuck with it. It's a lot of money you have to give fucking Nickelodeon. But
oh my goodness.
She's rapping at a pace that she can't keep up with.
When is it that she's gonna be the one saying, "Get me out this motherfucking deal, motherfuckers"?
Who knows? Because I heard that she signed for $2 million.
Oh my god, one song got her $2 million?
She rapped about it.
God damn.
But because we all know that she bad as fuck, right? But we going into the lyrical side of things, right? To me, she's rapping at a BPM, a speed that is too high for the drill beats that she's doing to perform that live. She cannot spit that shit live without having to lean back on her fat ass. She has to say a couple, and then she has to just shake her ass. So the fast part, she can.
Definitely how the video
She shake her ass, and the crowd goes wild sometimes. But how long could you do that for? It's already not working out in some clubs that you going to.
Where was she at? Club Live?
I don't know where the fuck she was at.
Houston.
She performing the record, and then ain't nobody moving, and then she shaking her ass. You get a little break from spitting so fast because you can't do it. Your skill level is not there yet. I'm not saying that she's just not there yet, and I can see it. In the genius shit, you could see, not the genius shit, but the shit that they rap, the live shit, the live Vivo, I think Vivo. I'm not sure.
The color shit, something like that.
Not the color shit, but it's something like that. It's a
platform.
It's
the Rap Genius.
The Rap Genius yeah.
Shit. Mm-hmm.
She cannot. She's struggling to spit that fast. Niggas is spitting fast. The drill niggas, they could do it. But she's trying to push that style, and she's not. Her skill level is not there yet. You feel me? And nobody's saying nothing, but we'll be the first niggas to say it.
I'm gonna get into I'm a little YouTube conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it up like that, all right?
Go on.
We watching some videos on Ice Spice. There's some rumors, first of all, this is the little gossip tea right there. Drake flew her out, trying to get her signed to him.
That's what I thought.
He comes to find out she's already signed, unfollows her, gets her the fuck out Toronto, saying, deport that bitch. No offense, not that lady, that young woman. Deport that young woman.
It's too late now, nigga.
But, and then if you take a deeper look into these contracts, the label that just distributed and the one she signed to is 10K Projects.
Yeah. I don't know. You know who who else is signed there? I don't know who the fuck that people are. Them people.
The biggest, most infamous one, Yaya's boy.
Who?
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Suck my nigga, shut the fuck up.
So
I didn't know that.
Trippie Redd, Ian Dior.
It's not my boy, by the way.
Okay, Ian Dior.
Mm-hmm.
You know Ian Dior, right? The one who had that other song with the other motherfucker who's also one of those, you know what I'm saying? Those little,
What?
Green of the earth. A little, when you water it, when you put a seed in the ground and then you water it.
Okay,
and
where
you
you
give
going
it
with
some sunshine.
this? Okay.
And, it becomes a nice little plant.
Oh,
It becomes a nice little plant.
Oh.
So she signed to these
nigga,
labels.
wait.
Yeah.
Say who you talking about so the people know.
Bro, all these motherfuckers.
You talking about
Ian
industry
Dior,
plans.
24 karat golden, whatever the fuck that little motherfucker's name is. Tekashi 6ix9ine. You think that shit? I mean, I'm sure. Whatever. Some marketing, but that's some plant shit. That's label generated shit. She signed to them. Founder of that label is Elliot Grange. I think he's the little son.
Speaking to the mic.
He's the little son
Okay.
of the other Grange who owns the other label. You know what I'm saying? He knows a thing or two about building these artists up and more.
Catch yourself.
More power to him. But, you know, when we go ahead and say, when Yaya goes ahead and says she can't keep up with these drill beats, she has to resort to shaking that bottom. Shaking that bottom.
Shit is real fat. I'm not gonna lie, but
you know, maybe because she didn't get into music, because she really likes to make music and wants to make hot songs, but because she wants that bread, and somebody saw her, said we could cultivate this image, and fuck that SUNY Purchase volleyball team.
she looking fine in the
Get your
photos.
ass on stage.
Okay, and something that I figured out through Instagram comments again.
It's a great place for information.
LMI is her cousin, blood cousin.
Oh my goodness.
LMI, the R&B artist that we was just talking about, that I just
Great artist too.
is her cousin. All these niggas is connected with family ties.
And that's the way in. It's all about who you know in this industry, you know? So, I mean, more power to them. They're going to have successful careers. And if they're not, they're going to have hot songs and they're going to make a bunch of bread.
Mm-hmm.
But please, make these next steps in a wise way. Or else,
What do you mean wise? Like
you get $2 million off this deal right now. But what is that? Is that an advance? That's just the loan that's over her head until she pays it off, which, if the label sees to it, she ain't never going to pay that shit off and she ain't never going to get a bag.
That's a conversation.
From this song.
Do we think that she has hits in the bag like Munch?
In my opinion,
I don't know.
Let's find out.
I don't know.
Let's find out.
But
Time
right now,
shows all. Time reveals all, as they say, right?
How many summers does she have in her? How many summers? Come on.
I don't know if she makes it to the fall, man. I don't know if she makes it to the fall.
That's foul, but
Hey,
I don't know.
That would be
I
two
don't know.
summers. That would be 2 summers, right?
I don't know. She has to. Maybe she gonna have to change the sound. Maybe gonna get her singing on some shit, like her cousin.
Singing like LMA.
LMI. LMI.
Shout out London. No, she's not British, right?
She is, nigga.
She is?
She doesn't speak English like us, bro. She speaks proper.
That's why I was
and
talking. Yeah, I was talking about. I feel like I remember seeing an interview with.
She could only sing like a regular
she was
person from the
chopping it
States. She's like Adele. She could sing because a lot of people could sing in another language, but they can't. When they're talking, it's like acting. They can't revert back to that.
Yeah.
They sing like that. They can sing a lot of songs normally like somebody else, but when they're from a place like overseas, they can't really speak English properly like how they sing. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you, because it's just the way they're accustomed to it type shit. Shout out.
But let's see
Shout out transition T'Challa Chadwick Boseman. Rest in peace. I think he was British, right? No?
Possibly, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, anyways, shout out the Black Panther King.
Okay.
Because we going with Riri now, man.
Oh, yes.
I think we got to get into Riri.
Yes. Riri is out of retirement. Riri is back. Riri is back. Sound the alarm.
Is it album mode, though, is my question.
She's back. It's been 6 years since work.
Just the fact that she's back on the reins means
she's back on the Wakanda. It's called Lift Me Up, the single, but it's for the Wakanda the new
Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda movie. Yeah.
Shout out Marvel.
Another thing I found out on Instagram. I feel like it could be. It's all Instagram. Instagram is the perfect place for fucking information, right? Thames wrote Rihanna's single, the Lift Me Up one, the new one that just dropped. Thames wrote it. In my mind, when I was listening to it, I was like, yo, why does she sound like Thames? Then I go on Instagram and I scroll up and I refresh the pages and shit. Come to find out, Thames posts a picture of the art and says, yeah, it was amazing writing this record for her and she did so well performing it. She sounded like Thames on that shit. And that's crazy. I fucking I had no idea. It was literally, I was just on Instagram and I found out that Thames wrote the record. And I was like, wait, in my mind at the time when I was listening to that shit, it sounded like Thames. Come to find out she wrote that shit. Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Before you told me that, because I had no idea about that. I had no idea. I didn't delve that deep into the song. At first I thought, it sounds like Rihanna's trying to do like a slow Adele kind of somber, slow sounding song, you know, for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got the T'Challa memorial funeral, some shit in the movie. I could see that shit playing in the background, you know? Mm-hmm. But you actually came to me with your theory about how that song was kind of put together, because you really think that Thames is the one who wrote it, and it's probably the one who recorded maybe a reference track to it or something along those lines.
She's trying to get that Thames flow, but the thing is, nobody could slow down a track like Thames. The flow is crazy, but she performed it good nonetheless. But I could hear sonically that it sounded like Thames could say that before I even knew it was written by Thames. You feel me? It's crazy.
I think it was a solid song. It wasn't what I was looking for on a Rihanna return.
True.
I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I wanted something a little bit more poppy, a little bit more catchy.
It's coming. She left and had a baby with fucking with ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, I think she's gonna ease back into things, man.
We're bound to get her talking her shit again. But they chose this one to lead with it. You feel me?
And I think it's a good idea. Movie soundtrack too, so you get a little bit of extra, leeway sort of thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
In regards to criticism regarding the song.
A Rihanna track after all these years, everybody been waiting. My mom is a strong Rihanna fan.
Yeah, everybody was waiting. I was hearing it from everyone. I was waiting heavily until 12 midnight to hear that shit.
And guess who dropped on the same day as Riri?
I think I know where you're going with this.
I predicted it. You go back. The last clip, the last fucking shit that we uploaded on fucking YouTube was a clip me talking about SZA, right? Let that sit in. Let that marinate. I was talking about SZA is gonna drop when it snows in the east, right?
Okay.
We get the single the same day as fucking Rihanna. Shirt. What are your thoughts about that? You like that track? I love it.
I love the song because I've heard it a billion times already.
It was a leak.
The internet. It was a very popular leak.
The fans named it on TikTok.
Yep. And I enjoyed the record. I think the video was a nice twitch. Oh, and the switch up that they do in the video. That shit is fucking ridiculous.
And starring Lakeith what is his last name? Stanfield.
Great. It was great. It was a very great concept, I think.
But it wasn't a smooth rollout. The rollout begins, right? But it wasn't smooth. Spotify fucked up last week and uploaded and then deleted it. And I bet you niggas is not talking about that. But that's something that as a fan I witnessed. I was like, wait, what? At first I thought they were selling a shirt. Come to find out, the track dropped. There's a track dropping. I didn't know that. But I predicted it. It's crazy. The vision is wild.
At first, I was a little upset because I was like, man, new SZA music. I really want something new and something different than what I've already heard. So I was like, well, yeah, we're getting a nice song, but I already know it. I've already heard it. But really, I mean, hearing it officially on the re-release sounds great. Sounds great. And the way she did the video, again, with the switch up, sounds great. So I'm really just looking forward to seeing more of a rollout. It feels like this is, like you said, the beginning of a rollout to an album.
Nah, it is. And shout out to the people on Reddit. They were saying that the license plate in the video of Shirt had December as one of the tags. So maybe the album's coming out in December.
And you might have been honest on
allegedly,
my brother.
Allegedly, when it snows in the east.
Let's hope it snows by Christmas. Because I would love a SZA album before Christmas.
I predicted it. The thing is, I predicted it. And I'm not going to stop predicting shit. Because, you feel me? My mind just works like that. I knew this winter is going to be a SZA winter. SZA winter. Let me get myself right. A SZA winter. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I saw that.
Do you think Rihanna comes before or after SZA?
After.
Okay.
It's too quick.
Okay.
SZA has been on featuring shit. Riri wasn't featuring on nothing.
Okay, so you think Rihanna is gonna come at it slower, and I think she don't want that. Maybe, potentially.
It's crazy how her and SZA dropped on the same day. Let's just SZA and Riri dropped on the same day. That's big. And they both have taken a hiatus.
And SZA had the better song.
Riri shit was some mid. I'm sorry.
SZA had the better song, yo. You gotta be honest.
Bad gal Riri, that was some mid. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
But whoa.
Some mid.
I'ma enjoy it though. I'ma still enjoy it. I'ma still listen to it.
I'm happy that it's here.
But we need something different. We need something different.
That was. We gonna have to see. You feel me? But I wasn't really fucking with it like that. It didn't get added to the R&B playlist. It's too slow. It sounded like a funeral record.
From Rihanna, when she comes back with an album, what I want to see from Rihanna is what we're seeing with Taylor Swift right now. That's what I want to see. Because I will not stand for this.
I made that bitch.
Hold that note. We still have topics, people. We still have topics to go through. This shit about to fall out. Yeah, bro. We still have topics. Hold that thought, Freezy. Don't rush the gun now.
Man, he was about oh, Lord.
Don't jump the boot now.
I made that bitch.
Hold that in the clip for later. Right? So, yeah, that's all we have with SZA. You feel me? But I predicted it. The album is coming. Look out, everybody. Was Drake ducking that smoke from Riri and SZA? Or was he or was it something else? What do you think?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Fuck no.
That's what I
Because if he
think.
dropped on the same day as Rihanna and SZA, at first I was a little worried. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little worried for my boy Drake. Because I was like, man, he dropped this album, Rihanna same day. She drops a crazy ass fucking I didn't know at first if it was gonna be a single or a tape. So I was like, damn, if Rihanna drops a tape same day as these two motherfuckers, she might outsell both of them. Combined, that would be a bad look.
I don't think they're gonna outsell Drake.
I think they was ducking Taylor.
That's your theory. Keep
I
going.
think they was ducking that white girl. I'm telling you. She knows how to do it. I ain't gonna lie. And she's finding at the perfect time when everyone's coming at Kanye and shit. But hold off on that. She sold 1.4 million first week.
Hold on, nigga. Wait.
Oh my.
Wait. You want to get into this Taylor shit? Taylor Swift
we talking
shit.
about Drake and 21 first? Okay.
Let's talk about that first.
Okay.
There's so many topics. He's so excited.
I'm excited, bro, because these motherfuckers really get me dumb tight.
So, but all right, but that's still on topic though. So you think that he was ducking?
I think he was ducking Taylor. Because
you think Drake
Taylor's
was ducking
second
Taylor?
week is gonna be strong.
Okay,
It's gonna be strong. Her third week, maybe not as strong as him and 21 combined can do. I think maybe him and 21, if they're good, if it's a good album, they could do 350 plus. I think so. I think they're big enough to do 350 plus together, for sure. But Taylor in her second week, I think she could probably do another 400,000, 500,000. Because even if you have that 1.4 million, it's still like 700,000 first week or second week. I mean, but
so that's your theory.
My theory is that Drake and 21 duck Taylor.
Okay,
because even that second week is gonna be strong. That shit's gonna be strong.
Okay.
And I'm disappointed because I really wanted to hear that shit.
Me too.
But
that was gonna be the priority out of everything that dropped on fucking.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna listen to anything.
I was gonna maybe I would have listened to the Riri track first. Not gonna lie.
It could also be that 40 got COVID. I mean, I'm sure that
that's what they say.
He's fucked up about that shit and it'll fuck up the mixing process. But,
no, of course.
Bro, why are you mixing the album the same week that you're gonna drop it? That shit should be ready to go. But that just shows me another thing.
It's spontaneous.
It's spontaneous. They threw it together. And either that could be the album's going to be mid or the album's going to be fire. But it can be no in between when it's something like that,
Okay. So, all right. So my theory is, right, label mate Division is was going to drop the same day as Aubrey. I feel like Drake pushed the album back another week so he could let Division's album breathe. Do you listen to the Division shit?
I did not listen to the new one.
I listened to that shit.
Heard the singles.
It was all right. It's better than the singles. There's tracks on there that made it on the R&B playlist further down the list. You feel me? Yeah. I liked it. It was all right. It was some mid. I'm not gonna lie. It was all right. There was a couple of tracks that I added to my R&B playlist, but the way how they was promoting it, they was gonna seem like he was gonna save R&B, but it wasn't that.
No.
You feel me?
I didn't expect that.
The single, because you know how Apple Music, it shows you like a star, like if people listen to like the song the
like
most.
what's most downloaded and streamed. And shit.
If I get caught by Division, is not even the lead single is not even a start on that shit. That's how you know. And I didn't like that shit. That shit was algorithm music. I didn't like it.
Oh my god,
that shit sounded trash. I'm gonna keep it buck with you, Division, and you're nice. I love you, but that shit was garbage. You feel me? Algorithm music. Somebody wrote that shit because everybody on Instagram was cheating on each other.
I could see that, but I don't think that was the
and
main
rushed
factor.
to drop that shit.
I don't think he gives a fuck about his label signing.
You have to, bro.
He says, give me that ghostwriting credit, motherfucker. Bro, that's all he wants.
He was gonna silence Division's fans if Drake dropped the same day. It would have been confliction. That was the proper corporate thing to do. Let my man drop. He's on the same label.
I think.
Let him drop. Let him breeze out. And then next week, the following week, I'm dropping, which is November 4th. They dropping that shit with 21.
I think it's a good excuse for what he actually did and ducking that white girl.
I don't think
she went crazy. She went crazy.
I don't think he's ducking Taylor Swift. You feel me? Another thing too, while we on Drake, Drake is performing at the Apollo, 1,500 seats. You could enter to win. It's too late. Sorry. I entered to win. Let's see what happens. I was going to enter for this nigga, but I couldn't run back to the fucking UPS. But I did try to win some tickets.
Well,
let's see what happens.
And we get it, then we'll go together.
Nigga, that's a vlog for the channel.
With sneaker camera. Yeah.
And I don't even think they're selling tickets yet. Because I was going to be like, yo, fuck it. I'm going to just splurge on myself and just buy that shit.
I would do it, but that shit might be $2,000, bro. You never know. For a show at the Apollo, 1,500 people, it might be hard.
But the thing is, you got to catch that shit quick on Ticketmaster. You feel me?
Oh, but they're gonna drop tickets like that though?
I feel like they dropping it.
Giveaway. I thought it was all giveaway.
Nah. But it's just because they haven't released the ticket like price or anything yet. But I feel like, nigga, they're gonna make money off of this. Fuck that.
You make mad bread.
Not everybody's gonna win a ticket. Fuck that. You feel me? They're not gonna give away every ticket.
That makes sense.
They just haven't released it because they waiting, and then when they drop it, it's gonna be crazy. You feel me? But yeah, hopefully we win. I tried my luck. I don't even know. I don't even know if UPS did it the right way, sent it the right way. Because in the fucking contract of the giveaway, it tells you like specifically like what you have to do and shit.
Yeah.
And you have to
throw your shit out. You
have to send that shit through fucking UPS. But when I went to the UPS store, homegirl was just like, "It has a stamp on it." Okay. And she was like, "She U.S. Postal." I was like, I didn't even pay attention to what the fuck she was saying. Like, I was just like, all right, shit. I was waiting a long ass line. So hopefully I win. And hopefully I did it the right way. But they said you had to send it through UPS, which you had to pay for. I didn't have to pay for it. I would assume. But let's see if my shit gets in. Let's see. Let's hope.
Hope so.
Wish us luck. I put the YouTube channel fucking email, put it on a postcard like they said, and let's see if they give the boy a chance. You feel me? Yeah. But yeah, that show is November 11th. You know what I mean?
Coming up soon.
I would love to go there.
That's coming up so soon.
But that's what I'm saying. They're gonna drop the tickets the same day or the day before. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be some nut shit. There's gonna be some nut shit to get in that bitch.
Next topic. Glorilla. You feel me? She's been getting into some troubles with the producer of Fuck Nigga Free, FNN. Going back and forth on Instagram again.
Hit Kid.
His name is Hit Kid, you feel me? He first started the controversy with, speaks about like the label taking him to court trying to own that song because he's the producer of it. Mm-hmm. But Glorilla is like, no, it's the other way around. You was taking meetings before I even got signed also and trying to sell the record before I even was signed. Controversy. I haven't heard much about it since, but I saw the back and forth.
Well, what I heard about it was...
And that's a hit record. That's the anthem. That shows that the women have the anthems.
Hit Kid's not even signed.
He's a producer, bro. Freelance.
And no, but the thing is, he wanted to be signed. He wanted to be signed to the label in the deal with Glorilla.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He wanted her
I didn't know that.
to cut him a slice of her check. because she signed away. And she signed off the strength of that record.
Okay.
But a record, he owns the masters to.
How does that go when you own the masters as a producer?
Because it's his beat, and he paid for the studio time.
He did.
He did.
That's where it gets funky.
And that's where he was able to get the ownership of the masters. She's saying that he already signed in a way, and through the deal that she did with her label. But he wanted to be a part of it as a signee. But basically, they're saying, nah, you just sold your masters to that song, to us. That's it. You know?
So he got rope, he rope-a-doped himself?
They're saying that Glorilla is the one who kind of signed it, and he didn't really have much say. So that's what they're contesting right now. But I saw Axe response to this, actually. And he went as far as to say, hey, kid, you going to sign over those fucking masters, or they're going to come to you and tell you you're never going to make a beat again? So, you know, it doesn't surprise me by as much pull as these labels have nowadays, you know, and how much money goes into this. I think he'd be better off selling his masters and moving on and trying to get another hit. And with a credential this big, because it's a humongous record, people are going to come to him for beats.
Okay.
And maybe it would be a blessing in disguise for him not to have signed away after all. You know what I mean? I'm sure he wanted $200,000 up front, but then they're going to keep eating off you. And I think Glorilla signed to CMG.
Yeah.
Yo Gotti's who signed to Interscope or Universal.
Okay.
So, you know, that's CMG might not come after you, you know, but when they got the Universal backing, it's over. You got no say in it.
That's just something that I wanted to talk about because that song is an anthem, still is an anthem, and everybody loves it. You feel me? Amazing club record, and Glorilla has went on to perform at the Grammy. She did a good job. She's nice at performing. She could actually spit, and she's just doing good right now. You feel me?
She's one of those. She's actually nice.
I was kind of surprised, like, yo, we getting controversy this fast after the fucking glow up. I think she's very pretty too.
I don't know about that. I haven't seen it much videos.
Yo, the video with her and talking about foxes with the UK broad, that shit was...
Oh, I seen that.
She looked pretty, I'm not gonna lie. Shouts out to her, though.
I'm just worried that she signed to CMG, who signed to Universal, and I think you're already having problems this early on. You know, maybe it won't be so long as well as what we said with Ice Spice. Maybe later on in the future, you're going to be like, damn, these motherfuckers are screwing me too.
Which it is very possible.
Versus I don't know why it made me think of this. Versus a young M.A.
Okay.
Who's fully independent.
Okay.
And keeps those hits on deck.
She's been kind of silent, but she's dropped recently.
She doesn't even need to drop. Because she dropped so many hits that last for a long time. And she does it all independent. You don't know no controversies really with her unless somebody else brings her up. And she don't even be involved with all that bullshit, so.
True.
Now, there's two ways to go about it.
I love young M.A.
Two ways to go about it, yeah.
I love young Ma. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, because it's an example of a different route to go, if that makes sense, you know?
In the next century or so, the next generation is gonna breed a artist that is just artists, like multiple artists that are pushing the independent route as they should. You feel me?
And then what are these labels gonna stuck doing? They're gonna be stuck doing partnerships and stuff like that, and we could build our own shit.
Yeah. Or the labels are just gonna turn into a distro.
Even though
it's already happening. So that's all right. It was a good topic. You feel me? I'm glad I got to talk about Glorilla because she's been killing the game.
Yeah, good to get into the business side of things, especially for anybody listening that, you know,
wants to learn more about this shit. You feel me? Okay, so another big topic that we about to get into, Pod Wars.
I like that you're calling it this.
It is
like Pod Wars.
Pod Wars. That's what the internet's calling it. That's what YouTube calls it. That's what they call it between each other. You feel me? There has been multiple Pod Wars that has happened. We're probably gonna be one of the first people to talk about it. With the next pod that we're gonna talk about. But Maul and Rory respond to Joe. They send shots at Joe. You feel me?
And honestly, I have ever since we started podding, I kind of made the active decision to stop watching other people. Because I seen like
It's true. You don't want
I
to say
seen,
the
like,
same thing.
Yeah,
It's true.
even like Ice and like Ish. I remember one time they were like, "Man, I don't even watch podcasts."
No, but
I was
that's
like,
what
that's cool
that
as
you
fuck.
do it, bro. You don't
'Cause
want
they do it. They do it really well.
Yeah,
you know.
you
So
don't-
I was like, I don't want to like bite off anybody's sauce. So
You feel me? And it just so happens that you might say the same things because we're podding too about the same topics.
Exactly.
But
Think similar
we're giving a fan's perspective, right? But Maul, he states he would go to the Joe Budden podcast to take a look at the contracts and the taxes, right? Maul says, quote, he's a thief, end quote. Another quote, open quote. Show the taxes. End quote. You feel me? Rory says that they never got paid off of YouTube. That's big. That's a lot of money and a lot of videos that they made. Over 200
a lot
episodes.
of ad dollars right there. A lot of ad dollars.
But is that their own ignorance? Let's keep it a buck. Let's look at it from both sides. Is that their own ignorance of not putting that into the deal where they are fucking getting a piece of the bread that I believe that they should have been getting a piece of the fucking YouTube. You feel me?
I mean, they built that program up. That pod was really built off not really off their backs, because
But
Joe
they was a
carried
part of it.
for tens of episodes, 50s of episodes, hundreds of episodes. You know, he was the A mic.
he is the A Mike. You feel me?
Still is, yeah, and he carries that show. But I mean, they added a lot of value to it. I think so, and I think like the deal that they had with Spotify, they added a lot of value to that deal.
You are a worker. You're a worker.
They should have negotiated a better deal. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
Good thing that they fucking tried to.
Because it's not like they're there from day one.
Yeah.
They came along in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Versus that's why I think maybe a Parks and a Joe do it so well. Because Parks has more than just like I'm just talking. Like he's been handling shit for him since even when he was a rapper. Mm-hmm. Talking about recordings and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So might be their own ignorance, but that doesn't mean it's their fault. But so to speak.
The thing is, they might have slipped up within the contracts, but the Spotify deal opened up their eyes and was like, yo, wait, we need to see this. We need to get some bread off of this. And that's crazy to me that they weren't getting paid off YouTube. I didn't know that. I think they talked about it before, but I guess I just missed it or I forgot about it. But they weren't getting paid off of YouTube. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, that doesn't make too much sense.
Crazy to me.
Especially all that, like we said, ad dollars that they bringing in, all the clicks, they were a big part of. Show doesn't do. I mean, both their individual shows don't do as big a numbers that they did when they were together. You know, so
and to me, like I said before, I stopped watching the JBP after it happened a little bit because I just needed a break, bro. I was heartbroken. You feel me?
Kind of slow it down.
But their numbers, his numbers is Joe's numbers is still good. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And their numbers is competing with Joe's shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Since we say Rory and Maul, what they said, Joe responds. I was watching the podcast and Joe says, "Get your lawyers and come take it back if I stole from you," which is a big statement. Come take it back legally, nigga, or let it rock. That's basically what he's saying. He says that he's done. The last episode was called "I'm Done Teaching" or "I'm Done Teaching." Not the last episode, but the second to last episode where he responds to them. He's saying, "I'm done teaching niggas." He's telling them, "Yo, go get your lawyers and come back to me. Let's go."
I mean, that's
Let's go.
in line with his character and the type of person that he is and the type of business person that he is. You know.
He said, "Let's go." If it's not that, I don't want to hear about it. You feel me? And I respect that approach. So Rory and Maul, maybe they don't, because Maul is a nigga like me and you. You feel me? We don't really want to add no lawyers into it if we could settle it another way. You feel me?
Yeah.
But their friendship is already done. You feel me? So that's the business thing to do, is to take it straight to the court. If I stole from you, nigga, bring it on.
That's really some crazy shit.
Feel me?
I never saw it getting this far. To the point where even on their own separate things, they still can't get away from each other and still can't get away from this issue.
Because they haven't figured it out yet, though.
Yeah,
it's
so
unresolved.
It's kind of a bad situation for them. But I'm sure they'll get through it. You know, I mean, they have been doing their thing with their pods and
100 episodes plus.
they're deep. I remember I saw Joe talking about how Joe and Schultz, it's not a competition anymore. Like Andrew Schultz beat him in that podcasting lane. And you know, it really takes me back to like, damn, I remember when Andrew Schultz was just Charlemagne's B mic on his Brilliant Idiots, and now he's doing episodes that are fucking maybe triple, quadruple what Joe pulls on an episode. You know,
Really, I haven't
crazy.
even peeped him, but I know his name. I know the name.
Yeah, I mean, he's huge. I mean, also because he's spread himself out so much, he's doing a lot of different things like comedy and the other podcast that he has and shit like that. You know?
I had to peep
It
that.
really just shows like these guys have kind of gotten stuck into this one part because they're still beefing over this one podcast. Meanwhile,
but
everybody else is already spreading out.
They don't really.
But that was kind of part of Joe's argument too with these guys because he was like, "Well, when you guys were doing this pod with me, you wasn't doing anything else." And that was his issue.
True, and he said that he went to them multiple times, like, "Yo, Maul, I want you to have a sports section," but I guess, and at the time they didn't have YouTube channels.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, they didn't even have a start of it. You know,
They was leaning on
off
Joe.
his platform. Exactly.
You feel me?
So
A spade is a spade. Call it what it is. You feel me?
Yeah.
We love them both, but we got to keep it a bean. You feel me?
it's how it looks too. I think that's how most people interpret it and take it too, regarding the situation.
But Joe says, "Get your lawyers and come back." Boom. That's it. End the argument.
Pod Wars.
Let's see what happens after. You feel me?
Pod Wars. Part dos.
See. Let's talk about my expert opinion real quick, because I have found that show last year. I found that show and I've been a constant fucking view on that shit.
I checked a couple episodes out.
He has a lot of good episodes, but Esso and Heineken, two main co-hosts,
Oh, one
leave.
question before you get into this.
What?
I know that with Matt Hoffa,
Yeah.
he has like a rotating cast of characters around him, right? Like co-host, so to speak.
Yes, but
He
it
doesn't
hasn't.
at every episode he doesn't have the same consistent host with him.
Wait, we have to dive into this because it's a very important thing that you said.
Mm-hmm.
He says that it's rotating, but for the past like 20 episodes, it's been the same people there.
Okay.
But now it's a split that just happened. That's what makes it even crazier. And I heard that Matt Hoffa said like, "Yo, if he don't feel like niggas is contributing to the pod or whatever, they'll sit an episode or whatever." You feel me?
Yeah, I feel like you brought that up too.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But Esso and Heineken said, "We out, nigga. You ain't paying us right." They say Matt is in the last, because they have their own shit called Bag Fuel, which since they started it, I love that shit, and they building that shit, and they inspired me. You feel me? To get this shit rolling. You feel me? But they have Bag Fuel, and on Bag Fuel, Space Ghost, the cameraman, and I think another guy. His name is Shampoo. I don't really know where he's from, but he holds weight in the radio space. You feel me? And the show space, right? They talk about the issues that they've been having. This is brand new. This just happened. Esso and Heineken walk off the show. Esso says Math has not called me and said if I was on or off the show. Heineken goes to ad. Matt Hoffa says we not needed no more for the value of the show. Quote unquote, y'all irrelevant. That's cutting words. They were supposed to have a meeting, I heard. Matt didn't show up. Esso bet $100 that he wouldn't show up. He didn't show up. That nigga Esso won the bet. You feel me? The D Rose episode with Matt Hoffa dropped. And I didn't even know that at the time when it dropped, I didn't know that there was any controversy. Then again, I go on Instagram and then I figure it out. But I could tell the production was hella trash compared to what Space Ghost was doing before. You feel me? There's no mics. The cameras, it looks kind of, I don't know where the fuck they shooting on. You feel me? They might be shooting on the GoPro like us. You feel me? The audio was trash, but he's still pulling views, right? He's still pulling views, but the cast is not the same. The cast is not there. Esso and Heineken, they added value to the show as a fan to me. They've showed me and made me understand. Esso made me understand marketing, how important marketing is, and you got to push yourself. You feel me? And promo, and how niggas is paying for records, hit records and shit. You feel me? He shined a light on that part of the business that I didn't know before I watched my expert opinion. You feel me? So as a fan, Matt Hoffa, I'm not gonna lie, they did add value. That's kind of hurting. That hurts. You feel me? But they also said that, yo, he wasn't paying people on time. You feel me? And just communication is not there. Space Ghost, the cameraman, says, like, he don't want to deal with that shit no more.
Damn.
You feel me? And he just walked. He said you're not going back. He called Space Ghost a nigga who just puts together footage, and that's foul. As an editor, I'm an editor too, right? If a nigga tell me, yo, all you do is put together footage, I might want to slap that nigga.
Yeah, you're gonna take that shit personal.
That shit is hella personal, bro. Because the production, on my expert opinion, when Space Ghost was there, was immaculate. I didn't see. He said that he had mistakes. I didn't really see too many mistakes like that. You feel me? And you could definitely tell that the production has changed with this split between the four.
Do you think it'll result in less views over time, similar to a Joe Budden podcast situation?
Yes.
Or does Matt Hoffa really dominate that space more?
Because here's what the controversy started, just like how Rory and Maul shit started. A man signed a deal and then spread out the bread evenly.
Revolt, right?
Yeah.
To Diddy. Man, Diddy get that bag.
SO heard that,
Get that bag.
and it didn't really go too well. Niggas, the higher niggas, the boss basically, because it is called My Expert Opinion with Matt Hoffa, right? It's his show. Everybody, when I was there, they showed respect to Matt Hoffa, right? They showed like, yo, we know it's your show. We're not going to try and take over your shit. We here to help you, right? That's how they showed it to me as a fan, right? They did that, and they hear about the deal, and shit kind of get fishy. Unity divides with money.
2.7 M's.
And to me,
That'll divide a lot of motherfuckers.
to me, 2.7 M's as how much leverage you have with each video that you and the fan base that you built, over 600,000 fucking subscribers. That seemed kind of low to me. 2.7, that seemed kind of low to me. I'm not gonna lie. I would shoot for double digits. I think it's worth more than that. But to have it fall out over fucking 2.7, I don't know that.
Maybe Matt Hoffa would have been better off holding out for a bigger deal and keep on growing.
I think so. But how long do you hold out if you want to get signed by niggas? And
That's true.
you feel me?
He thought the bag was big enough, so more power to him. And I guess he found a way to cut all these motherfuckers out of that deal. So
That's how it seems.
Read those contracts, man. And who knows? Maybe there wasn't even a contract established with these.
Because that's what Matt Hoffa says. Matt Hoffa says that there's no deal on the table.
He's doing freelance shit, basically.
SO has inside people when it comes to the business. And he knows what goes through. I even heard that he said that he brought some people to the podcast to even interview and to fucking, I'm sure all of them did, and to even talk about a deal. He brought a person in, and then the original deal fell out, and then he went revolt. And that's where the water get murky. You feel me?
Again, business side of this shit. Business team.
I'm gonna tell you, because you my brother, nigga. Unity is the best thing. We have to
I agree.
Stay united.
But also, we've been here from the jump, too. So that's another thing we got to remember always.
The unity, everybody, it keeps on getting divided. All the people that we look up to keep on getting divided. Which, there's nothing wrong with that, because some people go into a better lane, you feel me? They get their own shit. SO and Heineken got their own shit. Rory and Maul got their own shit, you feel me? But the unity, if you keep the unity,
it's always going to work out for the content.
It will be better.
And the art of it. It'll always be better.
Nigga, it's hard to try and fake chemistry, show chemistry.
Repertoire, as they would say in France.
You feel me? And I've been hearing that a lot of people in the podcast space, they're not friends like that, which is all right. It's a business. You feel me? It's a business.
That's how it goes.
To them people right there, right? But if you have show chemistry, people will see it.
And it trumps a lot of shit.
Like us, you could see it. I have confidence in us, bro.
It rolls off. We don't even feel this. We just talking.
An hour and 8 minutes in, and we not even through with the list yet. This might be the longest episode so far.
Plenty more to go.
We talking that shit. The show chemistry is there. We keeping the unity for the people, bro. You feel me? That's crazy. That's a milestone of the channel right now. Is we hit this mark. You feel me? Because
I told Yaya when he said, Man, we might have to take a little break this week, give it a rest, you know, recharge, refresh for another episode.
It's like we never left.
The next one we get, that was a classic. It's a classic.
On to another topic. But that's it with
Matt Hoffa.
That's it with
And
Pod Wars. That's it with Pod Wars.
Part 1 and 2.
I hate to see it,
Chapter
but
3 coming soon.
sometimes you need to step away from people. You feel me? But hopefully, I don't wish nobody splitting up on nobody, right?
Oh, especially when what they made too was so good, and it's again with Joe.
That shit was for the
and Rory
culture.
and Ma. That was the best pod ever.
Yeah,
It really was.
right. But and the Pod Wars, right? On Instagram, I was scrolling and I see a fucking hacker.
Adrian Kwiatkowski.
Nah, Kowalski.
Kowalski.
It's kind of like the Madagascar penguins. That's what his
Kowalski.
last name remind me of.
Yeah.
Kowalski, the penguins, the
He
Madagascar
was shoot shit
penguins.
out his throat. Remember that shit?
Yeah, the scientist nigga. Wait, that wasn't that nigga.
Oh no, Kowalski was the
scientist
smart
nigga. The
motherfucker.
nigga that had the
the clipboard.
he typing and writing everything down.
With
That was
flippers,
him.
too.
But a nigga named Kowalski who sold leaks on the internet got locked up recently for 18 months. It's said to have he sold the leaks for 131 pounds. You feel me?
147,000.
147,000 American US dollar, right?
Holy.
And the
Holy.
feds caught him. You feel me? They took a hard drive. It had 1,263 songs by fucking 89 different artists, unreleased. Uzi, Ed Sheeran, just to name a few. The comments in the streets is saying, free this nigga. He probably gave me a couple leaks that I didn't know it came from this nigga.
We don't know.
Because that shit just keeps on.
He's probably the fucking Scarface
Domino
of this
effect.
shit, it looked like.
Yeah.
But, I mean, 18 years really don't sound like too long.
Months, 18 months.
Oh, 18 months. I mean, yeah. I mean, 18 years sounds like a long time. 18 months doesn't sound like too long. Probably get out early, too. You know how that shit go.
Right?
147K is nuts. But how does he
That's
even
probably-
get into this
that's
shit?
probably
He-
over a
iCloud
span of
leaking.
time. That's probably-
iCloud leakage and shit like that. Like, what the fuck?
Nigga.
I saw recently
A hacker. That's crazy. He hacked the
with
system and shit.
Juice WRLD's new song that he released this last Friday, too. Bibby said that they titled the song when they announced it as Rush Hour, but it was actually some other song because Rush Hour was already a leak. So he lessened people's expectations with that so that nobody would leak this shit. He was playing this shit off a fucking SD card, he said, or some shit like that in the whip. Imagine. Because motherfuckers is really getting into all this shit. And you got somebody like Juice WRLD who made 5,000 songs a day.
Yep.
You know? He got a lot of shit to leak.
That's a fact. You feel me?
Uzi, similar way. Ed Sheeran, I mean, I don't know about him, but I'm sure he's in the studio all
He
the
said
time. trying to cook
89
up.
different artists. That's everybody that we know. There's only so much.
Big
of them.
89. Can you name 89 artists off the top of your tongue? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I could. If I was tested, you feel me? I probably could, but it'd take a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some nut shit. He was trapping out the bandwidth, as I like to say.
The bandwidth?
Mhm.
Oh, that's smart. Instead of bando, bandwidth?
Yeah, the bandwidth.
Okay. Who we still have topics, my guy. We still have topics. Ye versus the world. You feel me? Ye versus the world.
How do you even start with this one, though?
Yo, who's that right there? Amari, we recording, my boy.
He's in the cut, though.
Shouts out to Amari. But go back upstairs. We almost done. You feel me?
That's a nice
But-
intermission.
Yeah, always. That's random. That was not planned, not scripted. Yo, mom, what's up?
Hi.
Not that thing, yo.
How you doing?
Okay, we got Fabrizio.
Yeah,
Hey, what's up, Fabrizio?
Go, we just recording it here.
yeah. We still recording.
No, no worries.
No, we
That's good.
we playing it out. But
Where do we start with Kanye?
Ye. Where do we start with Kanye? You feel me? Ye versus the world. Literally.
First of all, I just want to get something off my chest. Nori, I was bigging you up, and then you take the episode down, man. I understand it.
But they say that he because I watched the episode. I'm glad that I got to watch the episode when it was uploaded by.
I started it and then I watched the leak on Reddit.
Nah, bro. I sat here and watched the whole thing throughout.
You knew that shit was coming down.
I didn't know.
You could feel it.
I knew that, nigga. You better fucking watch this shit now. So I watched it. You feel me? The man takes it down. A whole bunch of shit happened. If you want to know what happened, let's go on the internet and talk about it. Everybody's been talking about it. It's not a new topic. You feel me? But we have some views on it. The Jewish niggas drop a diss track against Kanye. Nobody talking about it.
That was where it was gonna go.
Nigga, fuck whatever he said. Everybody already know what the fuck
already
he
know
said.
what he was talking about.
Some Jewish nigga dropped a diss track on him.
Hot or poop emoji?
It sounded kind of nice. He kind of spitting in it
crazy
with his yarmulke on.
He got some money and shit, you know.
Hey,
he did his thing.
But I didn't listen to the full track. But there's a diss track on Kanye from the demographic.
He kept it on wax, you know. A lot of artists don't do that no more. So shout out my guy.
That's true. You feel me? But yeah, there's so much to talk about.
Oh, the Quentin Tarantino one was cool. I think that was an interesting one.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you get into it.
So Kanye was saying, and Mike Dean confirmed it on Twitter too, allegedly, that Kanye was the one who gave Quentin Tarantino the idea for Django. Mm-hmm. But then Quentin Tarantino, I actually saw this clip I think earlier. Too.
Yeah,
he
it
went
was
on Jimmy
today.
Kimmel.
Yeah,
he went on Jimmy Kimmel and he said, "Yeah, you know, Kanye, you know, he had an idea similar to Django, but I already had the idea."
Yeah, he said he already had the idea
for the. What was it? The Gold Digger music video?
Yeah. He pitched the idea.
Be like a slave, and I guess he would be a shooter too and kill everybody.
It was kind of confusing because I was like, did he fucking inspire you or not? Like, what the fuck is the answer?
I think it was his way of saying, he did, you know, but he's not gonna come out and say that shit because then Kanye's gonna be like, give me fucking 50% of Django.
Nah. But if you know that, or if you know that from back then that you inspired a film, then you would try and get that bread from
I think
then.
that's tough. I think that's super tough.
I had no idea, and I love that film.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I had no idea Kanye was fucking.
And I love the song Gold Digger.
Associated with it.
Yeah.
Word. I had no idea. You feel me?
I think they said that the reason that Kanye didn't get to do it was because the idea would have cost fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the label was like, we're just giving you money for one music video. So they didn't want to give him the bag back then, but, you know. It's cool, though. It shows, like, who the fuck would expect Kanye West and Quentin Tarantino to be talking about a movie together?
That's how you know
Mike
he's
Dean
just
sitting in there in the room.
Say one thing about Kanye, but that nigga's a genius.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
And who knows if this controversy is to get him out of the deal so he's independent. Who knows? Shout out to Stu.
Hey, that's pretty accurate theory, I think.
I believe it, and I was thinking
I don't
that
think
too.
He expected people not to want to sign with him afterwards, but
nigga, he was trying to get out of those deals.
Go get it by yourself, bro. Go get it independently. Do your thing. And his boy Elon up on Twitter too. So, you know,
that nigga, my former boss Elon Musk, fucking bought Twitter.
Yo,
that
he's
nigga's
son
crazy.
motherfuckers too. He came in. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Nigga, that's like what the Lions do to the baby Cubs. If it's not mine, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You're gone.
I mean, they got their bag too, though. I think they were probably all some part owners or some shit. They got a bag from the deal, but
who knows? Because when I was working for Tesla, we could have equity in the company.
Man, they made it seem like Twitter fucking hated this motherfucker and everything, but it was just the executives. You see that picture? Everybody cried around him at the coffee bar.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh, please, Daddy Elon, give me some money."
Yo, nigga went into Twitter with a fucking sink. That's kind of crazy to me. What the fuck? If I was a worker, I would have been like, yo, what's good, my boy?
Bro, Elon really got a gray shirt and like sweatpants.
I was like, this nigga carrying a sink.
He's crazy.
You carrying a sink, my guy. And there's like a picture out that had a picture, like a Twitter employee snapped a picture of them right before he fucking fired everybody. And everybody was looking tired in that. The girl that was the shorty, like one of the CEO, not the CEO.
I think he also fired like some consent, like people that dealt with like, censorship.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Board, yeah.
Those higher ups, they got fucking
the fuck out of it.
75% of them was gone.
Yeah, Yaya loves Twitter.
Relax yourself. Because last episode he didn't want to say that.
Thanks for that promo.
This nigga ducked the dodge. This nigga dodged the fucking eating pussy question. It's okay.
But Yaya loves Twitter too, so it's okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Twitter.
Shout out to Twitter.
You can't find me. Burner account. Right? With that being said, now we could get into your favorite white girl. Taylor Swift. Well, not your favorite white girl. Apologies, miss. Apologies. Shouts out to you. You know what I'm talking about. Taylor Swift. Go into your topic because you've been wanting to talk about this.
Man, I already lost my thought with this fucking shit.
1.4 million.
Oh, 1.4 million. 1.4 million she sold first week.
Are those authentic streams and whatever?
Technically. Yes.
Yeah, you said technically. Allegedly.
In my head, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. She sold 700,000 first week with vinyl sales alone. If you include her streaming, I think it only accounts for 400,000 first week. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's great numbers. But she really got the new fucking finesse. You're gonna see this a lot more now. I'm sure if you go, let me go on her fucking website right now. Let's see what she's selling right now. Taylor Swift vinyl. Was that Midnights?
Niggas really have record players like that.
But yeah, you know what it was? Yo, the plug told me this. The plug told me this about Taylor.
It was a plug.
You know the plug.
All right. Taylor
put a bunch of different album covers on different vinyls and released them all over America.
I didn't know that.
So they're pretty much like pieces of art.
Yeah.
That you can just hang up different ones. So she sent them all to Target, Walmart, fucking
So it's exclusive. It's exclusive.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's
why
big.
do you think 700,000 people went out to get them?
Because they all look different.
Because it's also merch. It's all merchandising, advertising. I'm sure that we're going to see a lot more of this. I'm sure. 400,000 first week, streaming-wise, great numbers. But those vinyls is really doing their thing.
Lower than Drake's numbers.
Yeah. Is that lower than Midnight or honestly? Honestly,
yeah, it's lower. Wasn't it 600? 600K?
Really? That much?
Streams? I don't know. You would have to search it up.
But she did. I remember I saw something about first day streaming, but she didn't beat Drake's first week streaming because she only sold 400,000 for streaming, and Scorpion did like 1 million just streaming alone.
To be honest, I'm totally oblivious to Taylor Swift. I did not even know she dropped the album. All I saw was the numbers. And the funny thing about the numbers, that shit looked kind of crazy to me. I was telling my dad, like, yo. It's 1.4666. The decimal, they wanted to leave that decimal in there with the M after it.
You know why? But yeah, I mean, impressive numbers, but she really finessed. And I think we're gonna see a lot more of it now with the bigger artists. Let Drake and 21 do a vinyl with fucking 18 different fucking posters included in the box. Yeah, they sell a little bit more records, you know?
That's true.
But yeah, I think Drake was dodging her because of that, because she's still going to have a strong second week. I think a good little game to play would be Taylor Swift second week versus Drake and 21 first week. Who does more? So let's see what Taylor does at the end of this week, and then when Drake and 21 drop the week after that, I wonder who will sell more.
We have not seen a mill first week in a long time.
Not even Adele. I don't even think Adele got close. I think she only got like 600 or 700.
In a long time, since DMX days. Whoa.
Well, Scorpion was damn near 1 million, I'm pretty sure. It was like 900.
Yeah. But, nigga, 1.4666. What?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. That's
more
crazy.
than Harry Styles. I think that's probably more than Kendrick and Drake combined, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So imagine. Shout out Taylor, man. She really finessed the game. But
I don't know if I'm shouting
it's
around.
Fraudulent.
How you gonna shout around and say it's fraudulent? What kind of games are you playing,
Because we
my
still
friend?
Never mind. We're not even gonna get into which team I'm on, man.
Team what? Because you would know that. I don't know that type of music.
All I'm saying,
I like
let's see
Adele,
what happens in 2024, man.
Okay. What are you alluding
I was
to?
talking about Kanye, that's all.
Okay.
I made that bitch famous.
All right. So you done with Taylor Swift?
Yeah, I'm done with Taylor. We can move on from Taylor.
All right. So Megan Tory trial begins. I don't know if it begins. Does it? The last time.
That's funny. I don't know if it begins. Does it?
Does it? That's a question. That was a question mark right there. I don't know if it begun, but all I see on the internet is that
they're getting it ready.
Tory is on house arrest because of the allegations, sucker punching the fuck out of August Alsina.
Nephew.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. That's not his nephew. That nigga was fucking his bitch. Come on. That nigga was fucking his bitch. Keep it a buck with you. Keep it a buck. That nigga was smashing.
And he's a bitch, too, because he really called the cops on Tory, man. And went to Instagram, hey, yo, Tory hit
But
me.
there are no cases filed, so it could
nothing
be
against
cap or
Tory?
rule.
Oh, okay.
But they're using that against him, even though there's no cases open to put him on house arrest. Free up my man Tory.
They really want to lock him up, man. Drop an album before you go in, brother. Do it for us.
He did. The one that we talked about on episode 2.
But I need another one. Come on, you know Tory got another one in the tuck too, man.
Yeah.
Tory keeps them.
Let's see how this goes. I'm wishing Tory all the best.
I'm sure he's got an album just in case they give him like fucking 20 years or something. I'm sure he's got one ready to go. He's working on it already.
No, but I don't believe he did it. I don't believe he shot Meg. You feel me? I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. He would have been locked up already. Threw away the key if he actually did it.
No broken bones in that foot, but I'm not a doctor.
Fuck that. I'm an Instagram doctor. We all are.
Man, it was the best friend.
He ain't shooter.
It was the best friend.
Streets is saying somebody else shot her. The best friend shot her. And you know who that best friend was?
I forget her name.
You forgot who Kylie Jenner is?
Man, Kylie Jenner.
She was there that night. She was there that night. Allegedly. No, not allegedly. It's on tape. She was there that night.
So you think Kylie shot Meg in the foot?
I think something happened, but Tory didn't directly shoot her.
Yo.
What?
I never heard that one before. I never
heard it. I heard it.
That's crazy.
I didn't hear Kylie Jenner, but I heard a friend.
Oh yeah,
So
I heard the best friend.
She's protecting the best friend by just blaming this nigga, and that's foul.
Yeah. I seen that.
You feel me?
I seen it.
What?
But I think Kylie might have done it.
I wish him the best. You feel me? Because I in my heart I believe that he didn't do it, but who knows?
Shout out Tory, man. He got good albums.
Tory's my guy.
Fire.
Right. Last thing before you wrap this up. We talked about Drake earlier, but Drake has been co-signing a lot of individuals in the rap scene. He's in a picture with Sugar Hill, D-Dot, and Didi Osama.
Bro, Didi's damn near like 15 years old.
Them niggas is 15 pushing badness. How long are they gonna last? You rap about killing each other.
That's so young, man. It's really sad to see, but I mean, it's good music. I ain't gonna
They
lie.
rap about killing each other the same time that it's happening. And he's co-signing them. This nigga's not co-signing a young J. Cole, though. He co-signing Ice Spice and I'm a Drake fan, so take this how you want it, Champagne Poppy. But why?
That's crazy.
Unless you're trying to,
That's crazy.
unless you trying to fucking give them some game and try and change their life on a different level. But if you co-signing the badness, and then when the badness gone, and then the men get locked up, what we gonna do?
I think it's easier to co-sign a little
That's
youngin
foul.
that's doing the fuckery. And then you think, oh, maybe I could sign him real quick and make some bread off him. Or maybe get involved in some money that he's making.
But they already signed, though. But he could just fuck with their style.
But if he bigs up somebody who's the young Cole, or the young Drake, or the young Kendrick, where does that leave him? You know? There's not a lot of people who are like Wayne, who Wayne saw Drizzy and was like, all right, pull up. I got you. I fucking got you. You'll be the next me. I don't think this motherfucker Drake sees himself slowing down anytime soon. So I don't think he sees him doing that shit anytime soon.
That nigga's pen is crazy. We know this.
Mm-hmm.
Drake's pen is crazy. This nigga can make a hit song in 2 minutes. But why nothing against him co-signing them, right? Because that's getting a co-sign.
I mean, they make great music.
Getting a co-sign from Drake is good.
And they're very popular.
Getting a co-sign from Drake is something that we all want. You feel me? But come on, choose wisely. That's all I'm saying. Or if you're gonna fucking be in the pictures with them, help them on maybe tell them the business side, or tell them like, yo, change the narrative. You can still do the same thing, but change the narrative a
level
little.
where he has the power, he could change these kids' lives, and he's not making that decision.
We
don't know about that, but the fact that he's bigging them up while they're
I just hope he's teaching them.
You better be doing it the right way.
I hope he's teaching them.
Yeah.
And hopefully he's teaching them, because I believe that he's a man that would teach the younger generation to do better.
Hopefully. And these guys are talented, and they're really young, and they do some dangerous shit. So,
You feel me?
you know, just
To say the least.
mm-hmm.
Any other thoughts?
I think it's a good ending point, man.
Yo.
An hour and damn near 30 minutes, 128.56. Come on, man.
Yo, flawless.
That's
like
a classic. All the way through. Oh, that's a classic.
One take Jake this time. This
One
nigga,
take Jake?
This nigga didn't
Who's
fucking.
Jake?
I don't know. Some nigga I just thought about. One take. Hove. This nigga didn't forget to fucking unplug not plug in the laptop this time. So we one take with it, you feel me? And there was no pauses, you feel me? Niggas was just talking the whole way through. But with that being said, shout out to everybody on TikTok. Shout out to all the supporters of the channel, you feel me? All the
Instagram,
subscribers, all the people
YouTube.
watching, you feel me? All the people reposting our shit.
Comment. Please comment. I like to see the comments.
You
It
feel
makes
me? Let me
happy.
plug in this shit real quick.
Really makes me happy.
You feel me? But yeah, just comment, like, subscribe for more.
Share, watch, do whatever. Nah, do
You feel me?
whatever you want to do. Yo, even if you start it and you don't finish it, play it again later.
Bro, play that shit when you just chilling.
Doing homework.
Word.
Fucking around. You at work. You on lunch break. Doing
Exactly.
whatever. You on your way into work. You on your way into school. Be right here for you, brother.
So with that being said, this is the Built for Cuban Links podcast with your illustrious host, Yaya, and my nigga
Freezy.
signing out, you feel me? That's it. You feel me? That's really it. You feel
One.
me? That's it.
One. Man, that was a good one.
Yo, you still have it recording?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Oh shit. That's fucking hilarious.
Imagine that happened. Thank God that happened then.
Right?
Oh, shit.
Bro.
This beat is hot.
Bro, the fucking GoPro just shut off.
Just now?
It shut off.